Have you ever eaten an ice cream with a soul? They had all become goblins. Although this ice cream looked a bit disgusting, through the packaging stage, it was advertised by a few big stars. So it quickly became extremely popular. When this little boy opened the fridge, suddenly he knew a secret of this ice cream. His name was Jason. He was scared out of his mind. Jason told his father that ice cream could move. But his father didn't believe it. After spanking Jason a few times, his father ordered him to go to bed. His father was just about to leave, but he thought, if the ice cream scared his son, he would destroy it. The father ate a big piece. The taste was not bad. The next day, Jason's brother opened the fridge and took out the ice cream box. Jason knew it wasn't normal, so he told his brother not to eat it. But his mother presumed that he wanted to eat. So the mother took out the spoon and made Jason eat first. Jason shook his head. And the ice cream spoon was eaten by your brother. Jason was still adamant that this ice cream wasn't normal. Yesterday, he saw it move, but no one believed him. It was the very reason why made him angry, and threw it away. At the supermarket, Jason saw everyone was buying that ice cream. When seeing a child eating, Jason directly grabbed the ice cream box and threw it on the ground. He even went to an ice cream shop to destroy all the products there, because he still firmly believed that these ice cream boxes had problems. But Jason's behavior in the eyes of others only proved that he was a rebellious child. Finally, Jason was caught by the security force. No one listened to his explanation. This incident was even reported in the newspaper. Jason's behavior caught the attention of a FBI agent, David, because he also investigated the abnormality of this ice cream. Therefore, David decided to meet Jason to ask about the situation. When Jason got home, he found that his parents threw all the food into the trash. Instead, they had dinner with the ice cream. Jason's mom didn't stop praising its effects. Jason's father also wanted Jason to eat a piece, but he didn't eat. He firmly believed that the cream had a problem. If Jason didn't eat ice cream, he would be kicked out of the house. He had no choice. Jason just had to agree. But he poured it into the toilet. However, that ice cream seemed to have a soul that made Jason extremely scared. He quickly drained the toilet to get rid of it. Jason used his father's shaving cream to disguise as ice cream. That evening, the ice cream became their dinner again. Jason stood in front of his parents and ate shaving cream. But because the taste was so terrible, he ran to the bathroom to vomit. This made Jason's father discover his trick. And Jason was chased by his whole family. David promptly drove over and told Jason to hurry up to the car. Jason knew that his family was like this due to the ice cream. It took over their brain. When learning the situation, David led Jason to the ice cream factory to investigate. As soon as they got off the plane, they immediately arrived to the factory. But because Jason was fast asleep, David left him on the plane. At that moment, the captain was also attacked by the ice cream. When waking up, Jason found the captain had been killed. He quickly opened the door of the plane to run out. In order not to be noticed by others, he hid in a truck. But unfortunately, a worker came and closed the lid of the truck. Jason was so scared. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't open the trunk lid. At that time, David was going around to visit the factory. But he didn't discover anything. That night, when David was fast asleep in bed, the cream suddenly appeared and clung to David's face. It wanted to kill him. When David constantly struggled with the ice cream, his lover took a bottle of wine and poured it directly on the ice cream, then burned it. Fortunately, David was out of danger. At that moment, a man controlled by ice cream came into their room. He rushed to attack David, but David knocked him down quickly. Suddenly, more and more ice cream appeared in the room. David immediately set fire to the hotel and left. The two drove back to the factory to check it out again. Indeed, this ice cream could move freely. Seeing this situation, David decided to blow up this factory. He pretended to be a worker at the factory and planted explosives on the side of the cliff. The workers seemed to be controlled. They used a large tube to suck the ice cream into tank trucks. At that time, Jason was inside the car. And soon the ice cream would surround him. More and more ice cream was in the tank, so Jason shouted loudly. Coincidentally, David stood next to the truck. He knocked a staff out and saved Jason. David stole a tank truck, detonated bombs, and then drove straight out. When they got out of there, the factory was exploded at the same time. The whole place was buried in the sand. The two drove to a nearby military area. David met his best friend, Malcolm, to ask for help. David told Malcolm the whole plot of the ice cream. Despite his doubts, Malcolm trusted his best friend. Malcolm sent all the troops to the factory. He shot at a worker whose blood was all cream. The army quickly surrounded the factory. But until now they knew that all the workers were dead. It turned out that they were all controlled by that ice cream. Now it sensed danger, so it ran away. The scene was too scary, so David's lover took Jason out. But on the way, the two accidentally caught the ice cream, so they fled. Luckily, they ran away quickly. In the end, the ice cream like a great flood damaged the thick wall. They rapidly escaped outside. David immediately went to the radio room and reported the incident to the people. But at that moment, the ice cream also arrived at the radio room. It killed all the staff here. David shot all the wires and then used high voltage power to burn it. After the public knew the truth, they completely boycotted and destroyed that cream. The entire factory and stores of the ice cream were burned down. That's why in this summer, you can eat ice cream without worry. Because this kind of ice cream was completely eliminated.